Hello, my name is Evan and welcome to Economics 101, your number one source for everything economics. Today I want to make a brief video explaining stagflation. You may have heard the term in the media as it relates to inflation, but I want to make a video breaking it down so you can understand understand three specific points. Number one, what exactly is stagflation? Number two, where are we currently headed in our economic climate as far as moving towards stagflation? And what does stagflation really mean for you? So to get into the video, but before we get into the video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into it and try to make this as simple as possible. Stagflation can be confusing because a lot of people don't understand inflation to begin with. In my previous videos, I'm just gonna recap. Inflation. What is inflation? Inflation is an increase in the money supply, and as a result, prices increase. As a result, prices increase, all right? So what is stagflation? Stagflation is a combination of three things, okay? Stagflation is, I got high inflation, I got low economic growth, I got high unemployment, okay? All three of these can be combated or can be fought. You can fight against all three of these by using monetary policy like raising or lowering interest rates, okay? So, to kind of give you an example or simplify this as much as I can, just take high inflation. If we got high inflation, right? We had high inflation from, the result of the stimulus checks in 2020, increasing the money supply in 2020, printing checks, right? All right, you say you got high inflation. The way that the Federal Reserve combats inflation is to increase interest rates, all right? So if I got high inflation, typically what we do here in the United States is we'll increase our interest rates. By increasing our interest rate, basically we're pulling money out of the money. We're pulling the money supply out, basically meaning that it is, when we increase interest rate, it promotes savings and it deters investing or borrowing because rates are so high, right? Okay, just let's stay right there for a moment. So if we were to increase our interest rates, that has a negative effect on economic growth. It also has a negative effect on high unemployment, okay? So this is why I say stagflation is the worst possible scenario. This is the worst thing that happened because we don't have a plan for that. We can't do anything for that. We can't do anything with stagflation. The Federal Reserve can't fight it. I can't fight it because if I, on one hand, increase my interest rates, I'm hurting my growth, economic growth, and I'm hurting my high unemployment, okay? So if I say, you know what, I'm gonna lower my interest rates, I'm going to help my economic growth. Lowering interest rates promotes investing and growth, deters savings. I'm gonna help my unemployment by lowering my interest rates. I'm gonna give businesses the opportunity to hire more people. However, if I lower my interest rate, inflation continues to go through the roof, okay? So stagflation is a thing that we don't want. And to talk about our third point, where are we headed or how does that affect you? It affects everyone. Well, first of all, higher prices are gonna continue throughout 2025. So everybody will be affected from higher prices. But stagflation is something that we are moving towards, and we are definitely going to see higher inflation. Inflation will continue to go up. Economic growth, when we look at our numbers as far as economic growth, the numbers are saying that everything is fine, GDP is good, but everyone knows, well, not everyone, but the majority of people know that things aren't good. On the surface level, they look good, but when you dig deep into the lives of everyday Americans, things are not good. Unemployment is the same thing. When you look into those, when you're looking deeper into the numbers, the unemployment numbers that we see or that we're told, those numbers are pretty good. But when you dig deeper into the unemployment numbers, when you look at the revisions that are made on a yearly basis, on a quarterly and monthly basis, the numbers are not good. If you look at the specific sectors, if you look at the amount of layoffs that are happening currently, not just through Doge, but just because of companies not being profitable. So what I'm trying to get across to everyone is stagflation is something that I don't want to say it's inevitable, but we are moving closer to stagflation. Inflation over the past couple of months has continued to go up, continued to increase. And when we think about things like the budget deficit that is going to continue to increase that's going to continue to increase inflation, then we are definitely headed closer towards stagflation rather than running away from it. I would assume that we're going to see stagnant economic growth. We're going to see higher unemployment, and we're going to see higher inflation. So that's pretty much the basis or the bottom line as far as stagflation. I hope I'm able to really kind of get that message across, hope that simplify things a little bit. I'm going to talk and make more videos about stagflation because it is it's a complex issue. It's a complex topic. We don't talk about it enough, I think. But it is a thing. It's a thing that can happen. It's a thing that is happening currently in the United States. We are moving towards more so of that. And I think when you dig deeper into the numbers, you realize kind of exactly how close we are to stagflation. Understand that prices are going to go up in 2025. It just is what it is. So in 2026 and beyond, I would expect prices to continue to go up. Now understand, when we're talking about prices going up, prices are going to go up because gas is going up. Prices are going to go up if tariffs take effect like they're supposed to. Inflation is going to continue, but inflation is more so a result of government spending. And as a result of that money being pumped into the money supply by money printing, inflation will increase. So this is a topic that we're going to talk about more and more in more videos. I'm going to try to improve on how I deliver it so that people can understand and get the message get the real message as far as both stagflation and inflation. I'm working on my delivery. We're getting a little bit better on it. So bear with me, and thank you for viewing. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Thank you.